It's time for the Rally in the Valley. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Local Edition. With me this hour is Rob Krotee of the Philadelphia Mountain Bike Association. Thanks for being with us, Rob.
Thanks for having me.
Your organization started a few years ago. Talk to us a little bit about why it was started.
Mountain bikers didn't have any representation in the Wissahickon Park, which is part of Fairmount Park. And Fairmount Park is the largest park system in the world. It's 9,200 acres. So they didn't have anyone representing them, and there was trail user conflict. So we stepped in to try to alleviate the conflict that was occurring.
So between different groups of people, walkers, people with their pets, riders, that would all use the same trails.
Yeah, and it was important that we learned to, go down the trails with them. If a horseback rider's coming up the trail, how do you appropriately go by a horseback rider? So we have trail clinics to help teach people how to do things like that.
Let's talk a little bit about the trails in this area, because they're some of the best around, and people may not necessarily realize what's in their own backyards.
Well, originally the trails that were made they weren't engineered right, and they were roading. So in the Wissahickon, what's happening now is we have trail maintenance days. We try to make the trails so they're more sustainable, they don't erode, and it protects the water runoff that goes into the drinking water of Philadelphia.
So, and some beautiful trails in this area as well.
Scenery is amazing. It's amazing. Bridges, you have scenic views. There's actually some of the paths that you go on used to be Indian paths that you used to use for hunting.
So really some great scenery along the way. And you mentioned trail maintenance days, and you have these on a regular basis.
Yes, once a month. It's the fourth Saturday of the month. And we usually have volunteers come out for a couple hours, usually 3 to 5 hours. And we'll take a trail that is eroding and we'll make it more sustainable. We'll make it so that all different trail users can use it, so that it's not eroding as fast, and it makes it so you can enjoy the day.
Now, there's been a movement throughout this area to really have more interconnectivity, to have trails connect with other trails. Is that a trend that we're starting to really notice?
Yeah, it's happening in Philadelphia. We're building our trails more towards Wissahickon and branching out, and other groups are doing that too. But it's going to take time for things to get accomplished, but it will happen.
And eventually get all of those connected.
You'll be able to ride all over the place.
All right, a lot of fun as well. Now let's talk a little bit about some of the bike clinics. You mentioned that this is a way to really learn the rules of the road, so to speak.
Yeah, some people who come, they're new to riding. They have no clue what the trails are like, and to get introduced to the trails, it can be challenging. So we'll teach them different safety techniques, and different skills on how to go over logs. And then what we'll also do is help them out on tuning up their bikes that are mechanically sound.
So that everyone is safe on the trails.
Yeah, as safe as possible.
Absolutely. Now, you have a kids course that happens each fall. You have a Take Your Kids Mountain Biking Day. A lot of things happening throughout the year. But let's talk a little bit about what's happening on April 17th, Rally in the Valley, a great way to welcome spring.
It's our 4th annual event. It's our fundraiser. We're going to have trail clinics. And then it's at Northwestern College or Northwestern Avenue near Chester Hill College.
So what are some of the things that happen on this day? It's the 4th year, and you say it's a really fun event where people are welcome to bring their kids too.
We're going to have a kids course, of course, and we're going to have a mountain or a monster climb. It's a big hill, about 1,000 feet, and it's a timed ride, and people are going to go up, and it's going to be a competition.
Okay, so that's part of it, and then the kids course, what does that include?
It's like a little kind of bumpy ride, and we'll put up little courses for them to race or just have fun, and we'll see how the kids see how they do on that.
Do you also focus on safety when it comes to kids and bike riding?
Absolutely. Helmets are a must, and some of the kids wear pads on their arms.
Now, you mentioned that this is a fundraiser as well.
Yes. The money is used to go towards this STI, which is the trail initiative going on. They're going to reconstruct all the trails in the Wissahickon to make them less, so they don't erode as fast.
We just have a short time left, but if people are thinking about maybe getting a mountain bike for the first time, why would you encourage them to get out there and ride?
Because it's healthy. It's healthy, it's fun, and it's energetic, and it makes you feel younger. Absolutely.
Well, thanks so much. And again, Rally in the Valley is happening on April 17th. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Rob Krotee. I'm Jill Horner for Comcast Local Edition.